Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis updated commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, commodities, and ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it together. If you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. That's where I dive deeper into all of these topics, subjects, areas, looking for potential investment opportunities and sharing those opportunities with everyone out there. I am releasing a midweek update, which will be released late tonight for everyone to see what my opinions are on the market and what I like that's out there in the market in terms of setups technically. So let's dive in here. Let's take a look, see what's going on today. Start with the DXY. DXY is breaking a little bit higher here. I did put this falling wedge in yesterday. So it is coming on up, and we did see yields move higher today. So that is an all alignment today, and we could break higher. We'll see where this goes. It's not a huge move recently, so there is still the possibility that this does roll over, but we are breaking at least this little pattern that I drew there to the upside. The 2-year yield's moving up a little bit, not a huge move. We're moving up a little bit in the 10-year too. It's not a huge move, and this does look like it's a bottoming candlestick there to work its way on up. So we'll see how much momentum we can generate here to the upside with the 10-year yield. And then the 30-year yield also moving on up. This was a reversal candlestick there, coming on up. Momentum is up, and we'll see how much momentum can be generated. And this is kind of the setup that I see longer term for both the 10-year there and the 30-year. It's the same chart pattern. This is a bullish engulfing to break higher. At least it's going to try to. It doesn't mean it will be successful on breaking through that resistance area though. TLT, which is or TYX TNX ratio, still very, very low. And this still looks good to, well, it's trying to turn here, kind of a double bottom, trying to turn higher there. We'll see if we can punch through tomorrow. When this goes up, generally it's good for precious metals, specifically gold. And then bond prices selling off a little bit, down about 0.5%. And we're up against a lot of resistance here. 2 and 10, slightly lower today. A little bit of yield curve uninversion. But generally, if this falls like a rock, that's generally when you get your recession slowdown, if it falls like a rock. Then we've got gold. Gold's up $32. Gold is actually looking pretty good. We did break this kind of trend line going on there to the upside. Here's a weird thing too. We had a lot of selling pressure over here. All this selling pressure. I don't know if someone's in there trying to push this thing and keep it down, but this is showing me that it's resilient and wants to go back up still. So we've broken through this downtrend line here. It looks pretty good to run, and gold's looking pretty good. Silver down a little bit today. Got a little bloody nose. Big bullish engulfing. Still looks good to go higher. Looks really good. We've got platinum down a little bit, trying to break out of its downtrend line to the upside. We'll see if that occurs. And then we got palladium down a little bit. That's been trending sideways for the past couple of weeks between support and resistance. GDX up slightly. It's kind of a weird looking chart here. We came on down and then we're flagging this way. Came back up and they're flagging sideways. We've got GDXJ, same thing, but again, this is on top of support. The support line is that big line right through here, that guy there. So that looks good to go higher. And then SILJ is just within the pattern. But it needs to break out of that guy up there at 1650 or so. XEU to gold ratio, again, it's still low, still very cheap, still in a very good location for potential accumulation. And we were down a little bit today for gold and silver mining companies underperforming physical gold. Crude oil moving sideways. We are still squeezing in this corner here with lower highs, and our lows are holding on that support zone. Now, are we going to break down? It's a potential possibility. We've got the yield curve uninverting. Gold's been moving up. Same with silver. And oil's been consolidating sideways. Could this break down where we get kind of a false breakout move? It's possible. Definitely possible. We've got TTF gas up today. This was your reversal candlestick there to move lower. Now we have a bullish piercing candlestick that could reverse that and move on higher. But the longer term momentum is up. We've got natural gas still above support here. It still looks good to work its way on up. But in the very, very short term, we could come down and tag it again at $2.80. Definitely a possibility. But we're above on top of support. The boy XOP, yeah, you know me, a little bit of selling pressure here today. We are still above support here. We've sold on off, and we're sitting on top of support. The support line is that guy there. We tried breaking out of this bigger pattern and the big neckline there of the shoulder, head, shoulder that we are still playing. Now, it is possible that this does something like this. It could. Very well could, and it would match. So basically what we would be matching is this. And then what you do is you grab it, you flip it. So you want to, I think it's flipped. Yep, you flip it this way. And what it would do is it could do something like that, where you get this kind of drawdown move before the big up. I call it the slingshot cheetah. So I just took this side over here, flipped it, put it on this, and it could do something like that. Doesn't mean it has to be perfect. And we very well could break higher too. That's a possibility. But we're getting real close to this break out of this inverted head and shoulders. OIH, we were slightly up today. It looks like it's trying to go sideways. There could still be some downside possibility here. We don't have a big bounce or anything, no reversal candlestick, and that could be a flag pattern that comes back down here. 272, 270, something like that. Newcastle coal futures working its way sideways. Is this a potential dip before the rip, where we dip on down and then rip higher? It could be. And that would be another kind of like a shoulder, head, shoulder deal playing out. Preface Uranium Trust, just trading sideways, still within the big pattern, big flag pattern. Uranium futures pricing sideways in this big flag. URA, we are just moving sideways today. Could be a bloody nose, inverted bloody nose where it continues lower. Very well could be the case, and that's what I would guess it would be. Bearish engulfing here, and then a small little inverted bloody nose. URNM up a little bit. Again, we could come back and hit the support region at $44. We've got URNJ up 1.82. Yeah, it's a little better, but still, I think we'll probably come back and hit that support area. Copper down 0.2%, but the momentum is to the upside. Little bloody nose today, working its way on up. We've got copper down 0.96%, chopping sideways. Iron ore down a little bit. Still looks good, though, to work its way on up. Just a small little down candlestick, flag pattern is what I would call it. Aluminum up 0.72%, still underneath resistance, still trying to break out. Haven't done so. Nickel, we are up down 0.74%, still trying to put in that double bottom. Moves down about 0.5%, but still above support, so still holding on here. There's your support level down there. Emerging markets down 1.6, stronger dollar, stronger yields, doesn't like it. KRE also down a little bit, stronger yields, stronger dollar, doesn't like it. TAN doesn't like it either, down 2.83. Lithium doesn't like it, down 3.88. Stronger dollar, stronger yields. All the same thing. REMX is doing the same thing, down 2.37. And then Baltic Dry Index, just trading sideways here, but momentum's to the downside. XHB Home Builders doesn't like the stronger yield, stronger dollar. It's coming on back. We're right in that supportish area that we've been in multiple times here. Russell pulling on back, stronger dollar, stronger yields. S&P pulling back some, 0.3%. This could be getting toppy out there, if you know what I'm talking about. Getting a little bit toppy here. Now, you know what? I haven't been right. This thing just continues to put in top after top after top. But at some point, this will roll over, and we'll see what that looks like. Liquidity keeps coming into the market, though. We got the U.S. Composite Index also way up there. This kind of looks like a little Batman top. And then in 2023 October, liquidity started coming into the market. That's also when gold bottomed, and gold bottomed down. It was down here. Gold bottomed down here. Liquidity coming into the market. So liquidity is driving all this. Up, 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 up. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. SMCI down 8.2%. I wouldn't touch this. They had some counting fraud or something going on. Nvidia 2.7% down, does not look good to me. Big selling pressure, weak bounce to a retest, and then a move lower. That still looks a little top heavy there. Bitcoin down 0.25%, holding on right at support. And then Ethereum also down 1.53% there, but it's still above support. MicroStrategy up 3.28% today. And is this a consolidation or is this a topping pattern where we eventually head lower? We'll have to wait and see. We're still squeezing up. And then the VIX is just moving sideways. So that's what I've got for today, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the website. Discount is the new coupon code if you'd like to check it out. It's in the description link. And we've got a midweek update being released today. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. We'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.